Perform tonight on one of our favorites, George Hoffman. George, they're still straggling out, so you might give them a few seconds, but whenever you're ready.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The 2024 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Thank you for joining us here on a 100-degree day in Strasburg as the Express, coming in at 21-11, first place in the North Division, hosts the Newmarket Rebels at 16-7, third in the North Division in the final playoff spot with a week to go in the 2024 regular season. Jim Wygo gets the start tonight for the Strasburg Express. Wygo making his first appearance for a while. He's a 6'7" lefty out of Monmouth University from Broomall, Pennsylvania. And he will get the baseball to start off here tonight. Not only is it hot, but it's very overcast. We're hoping that the storm in the surrounding area does not impact our game tonight, but cloudy skies, and it continues to be in the high 90s and right at 100 degrees here as we get ready for first pitch. Starting a lineup tonight for the Newmarket Rebels, leading off and playing center field is Zach Walsh. Batting second is Kyle Musser, the first baseman. Batting third, Blaine Waldemeyer, the third baseman. Batting fourth is Jake Henry Williams. He is tonight's designated hitter. Batting fifth, Luke Holland, the left fielder. Batting sixth, Chase Albus, the right fielder. Batting seventh is Connor Riley, the catcher. Batting eighth, Jonathan Mallow, the second baseman. And batting ninth and playing shortstop for Newmarket, it's Kevin Hager.
Leading off the Rebels from UNC Greensboro, center fielder number 36, Zach Walsh.
Zach Walsh will step in here and get ready to get this thing started here on this Tuesday, the 16th of July in 2024. Wygo, the lefty, making, I think it's his third or fourth start against these Rebels this year. First pitch of the game misses low at 7:04, and we're underway. Strasburg was off last night. Meanwhile, Newmarket defeated Purcellville on a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth inning, 1-0. Inside, nearly got him, 2-0 to Zach Walsh. Rebels, like most teams, are experiencing a lot of roster deterioration. They have seen their roster size fall in a big way as of late, especially in the pitching category. 2 balls and no strikes. Swinging a chopper foul. Wygo's numbers on the year, he's thrown 23 2/3. He has 14 strikeouts and an ERA of 5.70. Zach Walsh, the batter, coming in with a 287 average. He's out of UNC Greensboro from Springbrook Township, Pennsylvania. 5'9", righty, 170. He's batting .500 against Wygo, 2-1. And that's in the dirt, ball 3. Well, one thing that has really affected Strasburg as of late here at home is them falling behind early. We saw it early in the season a lot. Then it kind of calmed down a bit during the middle of the season. But as of late, they have had some huge holes that they've had to work out of, which is not an easy thing to do. 3-1. Swing and a foul back, and the count is now full, 3-2. Rebels fighting for their playoff lives. Again, they are in the final playoff spot as of right now, but they've got to keep things going as Front Royal, Woodstock, and Winchester are right on their heels. 3-2. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. Reisdorf will have to field, throw to first, and get him in time. So a strikeout, 2-3, will start the game here tonight.
The first baseman from Cornell, number 6, Kyle Musser.
Here's Kyle Musser, the first baseman.
Correction, Musser.
Musser, 5'10" righty out of Cornell University. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Again, we're hoping after today the temperature starts to drop a little bit here in the area, but 100, I think it got up to 102 or 103 today here in the area. 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to third, that's just foul. Defensive alignment tonight for the Strasburg Express. Connor Chisholm's in left. Center field is Carter Schmidt. And in right is Logan Duff. Carson Applegate will man the hot corner at third. Anthony LaSala will play short. Anthony Bianchina is at second. Randy Carlo IV is at first. And doing the catching is Chance Reisdorf. 1-1 as wind picks up here at the ballpark. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Strasburg leading the Northern Division by just a game and a half coming into tonight's play. Again, that was a big game for Strasburg, even though they didn't play last night, with Newmarket beating the Cannons. 1-2 is popped up right side and out of play. Strasburg and Percival will play one more time before the season concludes. They'll play on Sunday night at 6 o'clock right here. So we'll see if that game has a lot of meaning to it. 1-2 the count to Kyle Musser. Wygo deals. And that is popped up in the shallow left. Connor Chisholm has a beat, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs here in the first. So 2 up, 2 down for Jim Wygo, the lefty, and it brings up Blaine Waldemeyer, the third baseman.
Number 25, Blaine Waldemeyer.
Blaine Waldemeyer out of Penn State Harrisburg from Pottstown, Pennsylvania, 6'2", left-hander, throws right. So 11 pitches and 2 outs for Wygo here in the top of the first. Wind picking up here with the American flag blowing out in the left. The pitch. Waldemeyer takes a nice breaking ball from Wygo, 0-1. Tighten your hats tonight. Wind is blowing around the field. We've got dirt and rocks flying around, 0-1. Fastball off the plate, 1-1. One of our signs out and left is about to take off. And that's our big sponsor for the night. 1-1 the count, the pitch. Swing and a chopper right side. That's going to be a foul ball, and it's 1-2. So Wygo a strike away from sending this game to the bottom of the first inning. MLB draft concluded today. Some former members of the Express were taken in this year's draft. One, two. Breaking ball, late swing, hits it to third. Backhand, throw to first by Applegate is just in time. And the Rebels go down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Strasburg coming up to bat. They will face the lefty Garrett Wright when we return here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. The left-hander Garrett Wright is on the mound tonight for the Rebels. Wright, 6'2" lefty out of Augusta State University from Richmond Hill, Georgia. And the lineup he will face tonight for the Express, leading off and playing second, it's Anthony Bianchina. Batting second, Connor Chisholm, the left fielder. Batting third is Randy Carlo, the fourth. He'll play first. Carter Schmidt will bat fourth and play center. Logan Duff, the right fielder, will bat fifth. The pitch to Bianchina is a strike. Batting sixth is Chance Reisdorf, the catcher. Batting seventh, Carson Applegate, the third baseman. Batting eighth is Gio Mendoza, the DH. And batting ninth, Anthony LaSala, the shortstop. Swing and a miss by Bianchina, and it's quickly 0-2. A.J. Bianchina batting .280 with 10 RBIs, and he pops one up foul. Bianchina out of UNC Charlotte from Lafayette, California, 5'8" switch hitter. Weighs in at 170. The 0-2. Swing and a foul back, still 0-2. Garrett Wright's numbers on the year, he's thrown a lot of innings so far. 28 1/3 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, and a 3.18 ERA. 0-2. Fastball just off the plate, a ball and 2 strikes. In the Rebels, you look up and down their roster, they have seen a lot of guys fall off, especially in the pitching side. Swing and a miss by Bianchina. Throw down the first by Riley will be in time, and there's one out. So a strikeout 2-3 starts both the top and the bottom of the first innings. Brings up Connor Chisholm, the left fielder out of Ole Miss. Chisholm batting .352, a team best. No home runs, 17 RBIs. Takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Multiple lefties in this lineup tonight for the Express, including Chisholm. We'll see how they can hit the lefty right, 0-1. Breaking ball hit to the left of the mound. Right will field, throw to first, and in time. So Strasburg goes down 1-2 so far in the first. And here's Randy Carlo, the first. Excuse me, Randy Carlo, the fourth. Again, we're having, with the wind, dirt is kicking up right towards home plate and the mound. Getting a mouthful. Carlo takes up and away, 1-0. Strasburg 21-11. First as of the moment in the North Division, but it's tight. 1-0's up and away, 2-0. Express are scheduled to play these very same Rebels tomorrow night at 7:30 at Rebel Park. So a little 2-game series here between the teams, 2-0. Outside and high, 3-0. Carlo way ahead, 3-0. And he swings and misses at a fastball, maybe off the plate, 3-1. So he was aggressive there, but could not connect. 3-1. And that's high, ball 4. So a 2-out walk committed by Garrett Wright, and Carlo's on for the Express.
Now batting the center fielder from Randolph-Macon College, number 3, Carter Schmidt.
Brings up Carter Schmidt, the Strasburg center fielder. Schmidt out of Randolph-Macon College. .5'11" lefty from Glen Allen, Virginia. Right, keeps an eye on the runner at first. He kicks and deals, and that's in there. Talking about Express players drafted today or yesterday, Jacob Friend out of Davidson was drafted. He was a member of last year's Express team, and also Joe De Los Santos from last year out of the College of William & Mary. He was drafted, I believe, by the New York Yankees, 0-1. Swinging a ground ball right side, that's going to be fielded. A little bit of weird spin on it, but Mallow gets there and throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Strasburg strands a man after the 2-out walk, and we're scoreless as we go to the second.
Yellow admission ticket.
All right, welcome back to Strasburg. Winds are gusty as we get back to play here in the top of the second inning. Rocks and stuff flying up here into our eyes. It'll be Jake Henry Williams leading off for the Rebels. First pitch is low, ball one. Let's see if I can read this roster here. Let me get my eye cleaned out real quick. Oh. It'll be Henry Williams, the batter, out of Arkansas State. He swings and fouls one away. It's 1-1. Strasburg going down without much of a fight in the bottom of the first. A 2-out walk by Randy Carlo the fourth, but then a ground out to second by Carter Schmidt. Jake Henry Williams in a 1-1 count against Jim Wygo. He's batting .247 with a home run, 12 RBIs. Swinging a ground ball to third, short hop and right past the third baseman Applegate. And it gets past the left fielder now. All the way to the wall, and getting into second is Jake Henry Williams. That'll be an E5 and an E7 scored on the Express. So 2 errors on one play.
Number 12, Luke Holland.
Reaches on the E5 and then gets to second on the E7 by Chisholm. It was a tough hop, but one that he's got to at least keep in front of him if you're Applegate over there. So 2 errors on one play for Strasburg, and the Rebels have a man at second with nobody out for Luke Holland, the left fielder. He shows bunt, gets it down the third base line. It's a beauty, but it rolls foul, and it's 0-1. Luke Holland out of UNC Greensboro from Cornelius, North Carolina, 6'2", 205. Oh, the count. Runner at second, nobody out after 2 errors to start the inning for the Express. Swinging away and lining it to left. It's a base hit and an unearned run. It's 1-0. Running on his way to second is Holland, and he'll be there standing. RBI double for Luke Holland makes it 1-0 here in the second. So some sloppy Express defense costly here to start this second inning. Here's Chase Albus, the right fielder. Albus out of East Stroudsburg University. Just a little liner perfectly located there by Holland to get the job done. First hit of the game for either team. See if Albus tries to lay one down here against the lefty Wygo. He's not. He takes a strike, 0-1. And just missing. 1-1. That's low, 2-1. 2-1, and that's hit in the air to left, backing Chisholm up towards the wall. He loses it, and it's over his head. The wind gets a hold of it and has an impact. Throw to the plate is not in time, and it's 2-0. So the Wind playing games right there with Connor Chisholm. It's going to be an RBI double, and it's 2-0. So just horrible luck for the Express right there. Nearly still getting Holland at the plate, but he's just in there in time. You can hear the wind here in the press box. Bad luck for the Express. Here's Connor Riley, the catcher. He's out of East Strasburg from Oxford, Pennsylvania. The pitch, down and into the backstop, and moving to third is Albus. Again, for Strasburg, even though they're in the #1 seed, these are games that they have to be winning. I mean, especially with Purcellville still having some games to be played, as far as they're a little bit behind having to play more games the rest of the way. Strasburg's got to build up a little bit of cushion if they want to win that 1 seed. That's down and in, 2-0. So a disastrous inning so far. 2 errors to start the inning. On ground ball by Henry Williams and a RBI double. And an RBI double on a fly ball that just drifted away thanks to the wind. That's a ground ball up the middle. It hits the mound. Short hop pick by La Sala. Throw to first is in time. And there's 1 out. But it's 3-0 Newmarket. One thing about it, the Rebels have not played well here at all this year. They have, quite frankly, gotten run out of the ballpark when they have played here in 2024. So this is an ideal start for them. Strong start for sure, as they still have plenty of talent on this team up and down the lineup, and we've seen that being exhibited tonight as they put the ball in play. Another lefty at the plate for the Rebels. It's Jonathan Mallow, the second baseman. Mallow out of Millersville University, 6-foot lefty from Petersburg, West Virginia. Why goes 0-1. Breaking ball, very similar spot, but called a ball, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. And that's a strike at the knees. 1-2. Mallow batting .278 on the year, and he swings and hits one in the air to left. Chisholm backing up, and this time he did not make the catch again. He throws it to second, and the ball gets away now. And moving to third after he started celebrating, and in there safely is Mallow. And this is becoming a disaster for the Express. Another double and an E7, still nobody out. Ball gets away over, I should say, the ball flies over the head of Chisholm. Wind playing a factor. And all the way to third is Mallow on the double and E7. Three hits now for the Rebels. Here is the 9-hitter Kevin Hager. He takes a ball, 1-0. Swing and a fly ball, foul. Yeah, if you're Newmarket right now, just lift the ball in the air and see what happens. Wind is blowing out to left, or at least it was. And we've seen 2 balls now. Chisholm unable to make the catch on. 1-1. Swing and a little blooper, and that is going to be down. And Strasburg's luck has been atrocious to start this game. A bloop single into no man's land makes it 4-0.
Center fielder number 36, Zach Walsh.
RBI single for Hager. Back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Zach Walsh, the center fielder. Time is called. Phil Betterly out to talk to Wygo. We'll step away briefly. So why go back to the rubber? As the Rebels continue to hit here, they went down 1-2-3 in the first, but a much different inning here in the second. In big part thanks to Strasburg's defense and the wind. Pitch misses 1-0. Wall struck out swinging his first time up. 1-0. Down and in, 2-0. And we'll be keeping a close eye on the other North Division games being played tonight. Hopefully weather not impacting them. 2-0. Swinging a liner to short. It's going to be fielded by LaSala. Goes to second for one. Throw to first is in time. And it'll be a 6-4-3 double play to end the top of the second. But not before. Newmarket scores 4 runs on 4 hits. 3 Strasburg errors. And nobody left for the Rebels. We head to the bottom of the second. Strasburg will be looking to lift the ball in the air when we return on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Express down 4-0. It will be Duff, Reisdorf, and Applegate against the lefty. The pitch, nearly a hit by pitch. It is a hit by pitch. Duff is hit on a breaking ball to start the inning, and that's how Strasburg will get this half going.
Corpus Christi, number 20, Chance.
Brings up Chance Reisdorf. Reisdorf out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi looking to keep the ball off the ground here. He takes outside ball 1. Wind picking up a little bit again. Reisdorf comes into the game batting .241. That's a cold strike, 1-1. He has a home run and 11 RBIs. Duff at first, nobody out here, bottom 2. Right deals. That's inside, just a bit low, 2-1. Duff, Reisdorf, and Applegate, the 3 men due up in this inning. 2-1. Swing and a high pop-up into right center. That is going to be dropped, or not called, I should say. It drops in front of the right fielder. And the Wind playing games again, this time in Strasburg's favor. It'll be first and second with nobody out after the first Strasburg hit of the game.
St. Joseph's, number 5, Carson.
Again, right there, that's a ball that would typically be a fly out, instead a base hit. Just what we needed, another night of Nothing coming easy here from Strasburg. Here's Applegate, the third baseman. He swings and misses, 0-1. Applegate out of St. Joseph's University, 6-foot righty from Columbus, New Jersey. Still looking for his first knock as a member of the Express. I believe it's his third game now. Big hole in the right side of the infield. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, 2. And that's outside. Wind just calmed down again as of the moment. Strasburg hoping it picks up while they're hitting. And Applegate lines one to left. It's a base hit. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder and go off of his glove and roll all the way to the wall. One will score. Reisdorf in the third, and then the second is Applegate with a double. So an RBI double for Carson Applegate makes it 4-1. That's his first hit of the summer. And the leadoff hit by pitch. Costly.
College of Central Florida, number 11, Gio Mendoza.
Here's Gio Mendoza making his, I believe, his Express debut. Mendoza, the designated hitter tonight, the DH. He is out of Tampa, Florida, from the College of Central Florida. Batting with men on second and third and nobody out. Right deals. Swinging a ground ball left side. That's a base hit, and Rivera has himself a hit. One will score. Second run being sent. Here's the third of the plate. It's up the line, and scoring is Applegate. It's 4-3.
Now batting the shortstop from the University of Pittsburgh, number 45, Anthony LaSala.
So, hello and welcome, Gio Mendoza. First pitch swinging, base hit to the left side of the infield. Here is Anthony LaSala. So a hit by pitch, a single, and a double. And then a single for the Express here in the second. The pitch, LaSala takes inside, ball one. 4-3 our score. We've seen 7 runs combined here in this second inning. LaSala out of Pittsburgh, 1-1, and a throw to first. Mendoza back in safely. LaSala batting .228 with a home run and 12 RBIs here this season for the Express, a second-year member of the Express. 1-1. Swing and a pop-up foul and out of play. It's 1-2. There's the wind again. LaSala, the batter, in the top of the lineup is next, and Anthony Bianchina. 1-2. And that is hit in the air, shallow center. Coming in is Walsh, still coming in, and he'll make the catch. Lunging in to make the catch at the last second. And finally, a pop-up has been caught tonight. It's by the Rebels here in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Express. It's A.J. Bianchina. Struck out swinging back in the first, which was last inning. Gio Mendoza at first. Pitch, fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. So Wright trying to get back into a rhythm here. He's thrown 30 pitches now, 20 strikes, 10 balls, so an inning and a third. Looking for a double play ball, although Bianchina runs pretty well. 1-0, excuse me, 0-1. Now 1-1. Definitely felt the temperature drop over the last 30 to 45 minutes here. We're hoping that continues. 1-1. Bianchina takes a high fastball out of the zone, 2-1. Other games around the Valley League tonight. Purcellville is hosting Front Royal. Bottom of the second, Cannons lead the Cardinals 1-0. Top 5, Culpeper leading Harrisonburg 3-1. Stanton Covington delayed due to rain. 2-1. And that is hit down the right field line in foul territory and toward the Rebel bullpen and off the hand of one of their pitchers trying to make a catch down there. The count is 2-2 now. Right deals. Breaking ball hitting the right. That is going to be caught. And there are 2 outs. So Bianchina lines out to right for the second out. Brings up Connor Chisholm, the left fielder. Woodstock and Winchester, they're scheduled to play tonight at 8 o'clock. Pitch coming to Chisholm. That's in there, 0-1. Oh, 1. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Charlottesville and Waynesboro scheduled to play at 7. There's nothing happening there, so I assume there's a rain delay in Waynesboro as well. 1-1 to Connor Chisholm. And a foul ball off the end of the bat. It's 1-2. 4-3 Rebels here. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Got started tonight at 7:04. Temperature at game time 100 degrees. 1-2. Chisholm hits it hard to third. It's going to be picked on the hop, thrown to first and in time. And Chisholm sharply grounds out for out number 3 here in the second. Strasburg does score 3 runs on 3 hits. And Newmarket's lead is down to 1 as we go to the third here on the Express Baseball Network. Kyle Musser leads off for the Rebels as we go to the third. 4-3 Rebels. Musser flew out to left his first time up. He should have hit in the second inning if he wanted to get one down, because the second inning was trouble for Strasburg's defense. The wind playing games for both teams, but especially for Strasburg. All right, Musser steps in, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. It'll be Musser, Waldemeyer, and Henry Williams due up for the Rebels. Jim Lago, the 0-1. And that's just outside, 1-1. And the dirt to the backstop, 2-1. And a ground ball to third. Fielding is Third baseman and throwing up the line a bit. Applegate's throw off line, but tagging him is Carlo. Could have been a dangerous play there, but it's 1 out. Comes Blaine Waldemeyer, the third baseman. He grounded out to third, his only time up. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Talking about the way the Rebels have played here at First Bank Park this year, for whatever reason, it has just not gone well for them. They have struggled to score runs here this season. That's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 the count. Weigo's kick and delivery. That's outside. Just trying to look back through my game notes here this year to see some of the final scores. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball from Weigo. Gets the strikeout. And there are quickly 2 outs here in the third.
The DH number 17, Jake Henry Williams.
Feels like the last 2 here against the Rebels have been mercy rules, but maybe it was just 1. Jake Henry Williams started the big inning for the Rebels last inning, hit a ground ball to third that was not played correctly, or properly, I should say. And it was an error, and then another error in left when the left fielder couldn't keep it in front of him, and then Rebels went on to score 4. Counts 1-0 to Henry Williams. Swinging a high fly ball to right field. That's backing Duff up towards the wall, a few steps from the wall. And he makes the catch. So Strasburg is now able to make a catch on a pop-up here. As we head to the bottom of the third, Rebels go 1-2-3, just as they did in the first. We go to the bottom of the third. Express coming up, trailing 4-3 on the Express Baseball Network. Randy Carlo, the fourth, out of Maryland, steps in here. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late. He did walk his first time up. Takes outside, ball 1. It'll be Carlo, Schmidt, and Duff due up for the Express here in the bottom of the third. Carlo with 5 home runs, 18 RBIs. He's batting .500 against him. And he takes a strike. He's with a .313 batting average. He's really been heating up here in the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season. 1-1 from right. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the righty Carlo. And that's high, 2-2. Wind has stabilized a little bit over the last 5 minutes or so. We're hoping that doesn't change. Carlo gets off the end of the bat, pops it up into left, and that's going to be caught by the running Holland. Nice play out there by Holland, sprinting in. The ball, he started in straight, but then had to go to his right a little bit.
Center fielder number 3, Carter Schmidt.
As the wind did get a bit of a hold of it, but it's a one-out pop-up, or flying out. And here's Carter Schmidt, grounded out to second, his only time up. Schmidt coming into the game batting .500 with a home run and 7 RBIs through 16 ABs. Garrett Wright having a little bit of trouble throwing his breaking ball for a strike as of the moment. It's 1-0. That's a pitch in the dirt, 2-0 now. Logan Duff, the teammate, college teammate of Carter Schmidt's on deck. Breaking ball hit off the end of the bat to the mound. Wright will field, underhand it to first in time, 2 outs. So it's looking like the even number innings are going to be where all the excitement is tonight for both of these teams, and the odd innings are going to be quiet.
Now batting the right field.
Here's Logan Duff. Rebels and the Express were both quiet in the first. Strasburg had a walk, but that's it. Second innings where both teams exploded. Rebels go 1-2-3 again in the third, and now Strasburg in danger of going 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. Duff swings and misses. It's 0-1. Duff hit by a pitch and scored a run to start the second. He's batting .333 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs, and he takes just off the plate, 1-1. Again, Duff out of Randolph-Macon. 1-1's popped up. Left side and out of play, 1-2. That ball nearly hit a police car. Nearly. A ball and 2 strikes. Garrett Wright looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. The lefty kicks and delivers. Fastball, swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Strasburg in the bottom of the third. 4-3 Rebels. We go to the fourth right here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. We'll go to the top of the fourth inning. Rebels lead the Express 4-3. It'll be Luke Holland, Chase Albus, and Connor Riley due to the plate for the Rebels. Jim Wygo back to the mound for inning number 4. He's allowed 4 runs on 4 hits so far. 0-1. That's a ground ball left side, just foul. Wygo, of his 4 runs, only one of those is earned. All 3 runs are earned for Garrett Wright. So quickly 0-2 to Luke Holland, who doubled in a run his last time up on a liner to left. RBI number 13 for him. 0-2, fastball off the plate. Next pitch will be number 51 for Wygo through 3+. See if he goes with a breaking ball. He does not. It's a fly ball to center. Schmidt backs up. Now he comes sprinting in. Still coming in, and he does not make the catch. And dropping for another double. And Luke Holland is 2 for 2. Again, on a normal day, it's a routine pop fly.
Right fielder number 15, Chase Alpus.
So Newmarket is just feasting on these opportunities. They have taken advantage, putting the ball in the air, and I mean, it's a play that has to be made on under normal circumstances, but showing bunt and getting it down third base side. It's a beauty and it's a base hit, and the Rebels have first and third with nobody out. Strasburg thinking right now, when will our fortunes turn? That is now
The catcher, number 16.
6 hits for the Rebels. Here's Connor Riley. First and third, nobody out. The pitch. Fastball in there. Looked like the pitch he threw to the leadoff man, Holland, with 2 strikes. Third baseman Applegate would like to come home with it if he gets it. Swing and a miss, 0-2. This is just about limiting damage here if you're Wygo. Obviously, with first and third, nobody out, it will be a tough task to get out of this with no harm done. But a strikeout here would go a long way. Runner might even take off at first. 0-2, he does not. Swing and a foul back, and Connor Riley keeps battling here.
Please return the foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you can collect the free spot.
Grounded out to short is only time up. Bottom of the second, Percival now leading Front Royal 5-0. So this is becoming a very big game for the Express now. Swinging a liner into left, that's going to drop, and another run scores. It is 5-3. It's now 7 hits for the Rebels. And the wind continues to haunt the Express. Leadoff double after Schmidt was unable to make the catch. RBI single for Riley. This is a pretty obvious sacrifice spot here for Mallow. Doubled his first time up. He shows, he does not get it down. It's to the backstop, and no need to sacrifice now. So the Rebels potentially could go up 6-3 here. Or excuse me, 7-3 with a base hit. Talked about limiting the damage. Rebels trying to blow that right open right here. One 1-0 to Mallow. He shows bunt, going for the squeeze, and it's foul. 1-1. One the count. Corners even with the bag for the Express. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Wygo ahead 1-2. One-two to Mallow is a breaking ball just inside. Wygo wanted it. 2-2. Might have been a little bit up. See what the baseball gods do here after that close pitch. Fastball, strike three called, throw to third, and Applegate leaps to keep it in front of him as he makes the catch. So it's a strikeout looking for the first out, and the runners have to hold up at second and third. That could have easily gotten over the head of the third baseman and rolled into left. Here's Kevin Hager, the shortstop. RBI single back in the second. So 5-3 now with one out. Hager takes in the dirt, blocked by Reisdorf, 1-0. Hager from Cornell out of Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. Now 62 pitches for Wygo through 3 1/3. 1-0. Fastball down the middle, 1-1. One breaking ball. It's a dandy in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-2. So again, the even inning paying off for the Rebels. Scored 4 in the second, nothing in innings 1 and 3. They scored 1 so far here in the fourth. 1-2, Wygo sets from the stretch and deal, swinging a liner in the center. It's down for a hit. 1 run will score. Throw is into the cutoff, and now it gets away, and moving to second on the error again is Hager. It's 6-3.
Center fielder number 36, Zach Walsh.
So 6-3. Alba scores. Riley moves to third. Hager will be credited with an RBI single and gets to second on the E8. And for Strasburg, that's 4 errors already. Here's Zach Walsh, the leadoff man, hits it to third, and Applegate does not stay down on the ball. 1 will score. Second run coming to the plate. It's all the way, and dropping it is Reisdorf, and this has just been, again, another disaster for Strasburg on defense. 2 runs score. It's 8-3, and now 5 errors for the Express.
First baseman number 6, Kyle Musser.
And if you're Wygo, you've got to be pretty upset the way your defense has played behind you tonight. It's not been good at all. And he throws it to the backstop now. Strasburg not looking like a first place team tonight. They will try to right the ship as we go on in this game. Still a lot of game to go on. One-0. Inside, nearly hitting Musser, 2-0. Fastball in there, 2-1. Two-one, fouled back, 2-2. So Strasburg's going to have to put up some runs tonight if they want to make up for the way their defense has performed out here. 2-2 the count to Musser, who's already 0 for 2. 4 in the second and 4 so far here in the fourth for the Rebels. 2-2, and again, short hopping is Wygo, struggling with that all-speed pitch, 3-2. 3-2, and that's hit hard to left. That's going to be a base hit. Charging is Chisholm. They'll hold the runner at third. It's first and third with only one out. 10 hits now for the Rebels. Ball gets away somehow, but runners hold it first and third. Now 9 hits for the Rebels. And still just one out here in the fourth. So the batter will be Blaine Waldemeyer.
The batter's the third baseman, number 25, Blaine Waldemeyer.
Waldemeyer 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. Breaking ball hit in the air to right. That's way up there. Let's see if Duff can see it. Now he comes sprinting in, makes the catch. Runners tagging, and it's cut off nicely by Carlo. 2 outs. Can't score the run.
Now batting the DH, number 17, Jake Henry Williams.
So Jake Henry Williams will now try to come up with a hit. Blaine Waldemeyer, third out in the first inning, second out in the third inning, second out here in the fourth. Henry Williams reached on an error in the second, scored a run, flew out to right in the third. The pitch. Breaking ball. Outside, 1-0. Strasburg will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the fourth. 8-3 Rebels. 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1. Breaking ball finds the outside corner, 1-2. Wygo sets and deals. Fastball high. And that's lined sharply foul. Two-two to Henry Williams in the dirt, ball 3. If Henry Williams reaches, the Rebels will officially have hit around, and Luke Holland will come back to the plate for the second time here in the inning. Runner goes from first, and ball 4. So the bases are loaded. Time is called, and that's it for Wygo. We've got a pitching change. We'll be back after this. New pitcher for Strasburg, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. It'll be Preston Rogers, 6'1" righty out of Plant City, Florida, from Florida Gulf Coast University. Rogers will take over here as the Rebels have the bases loaded and 2 outs. Already leading this game 8-3. 4 in the 2nd and 4 so far here in the 4th. Rogers from the stretch. He deals. That's grounded foul into the Express dugout, 0-1. Rogers' numbers on the summer, 17 2/3, 14 strikeouts, and a 9.17 ERA. Eight runs on 9 hits for Newmarket, 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, 0-2. Strasburg has been playing from behind just too often. They'll do so again tonight. 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked up by Reisdorf, still now 1-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. And that'll do it. In the 4th, Newmarket scores 4, and they're now leading the Express 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Eight to 3 Rebels as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Gutschall with you from First Bank Park here on the 16th of July in 2024. Chance Reisdorf's the batter. The count's 1-0. And that is popped up down the left field line in foul territory, and it's going to drop. Don't think Waltermeyer thought he had a chance on it, but it drops. So it's 1-1. Strasburg work to do. 6, 7, 8 combined to go 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs in inning number 2 for the Express. One fastball, strike called, 1-2. And that's fouled away. Percival and Front Royal has entered a rain delay there in Percival. 5-0 Cannons on top. Winchester and Woodstock scoreless, bottom of the 1st, and Woodstock. Right, looking for another 1-2-3 inning as we start this 4th. 1-2. Swinging a liner into left. That's going to be right at the left fielder, and there's one out. So Holland makes the catch. Here's Carson Applegate, doubled an RBI,
Applegate.
back in the second. Takes high, ball one. One zero, swing and a miss, 1-1. Inside in the dirt from right, 2 balls and a strike. Appreciate everyone joining us tonight, watching over on Facebook or YouTube. Hopefully it's cooler where you are. 2-1's change up in the dirt, 3-1 now. But hopefully it's not as dry as it is here. 3-1 is fouled away, and it's 3-2. Counts full to the Strasburg third baseman here. 1 out in bottom of the 4th. 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Applegate draws the 1-out walk, and it brings up Gio Mendoza, the DH.
Now batting the DH, number 11, Gio Mendoza.
Mendoza with a base hit through the left side of the infield on the first pitch he has seen this summer. First time up. Takes up and in, ball 1. Again, Mendoza out of the College of Central Florida. It's always nice when your slug, OBP, and average is 1,000. Quick throw to first, Applegate back in. And he takes low, 2-0. Well, let's see if the trend continues here. Strasburg trying to do something in the even inning, as they did in the second. Throw to first again. Applegate back in. Swing and a liner into right, and that's going to be right at the Rebel right fielder Albus. 2 outs. Here comes LaSala, the shortstop.
Anthony LaSala.
Just a lot of atom balls tonight for the Express. Meanwhile, Newmarket's been able to find the grass. Ball 1. And if you're the Rebels here, you want to get as much as you possibly can out of right with the number of pitchers that they have. Not very many. 1-0 is going to have to wait. Throw to first again. And that's called a strike. 1-1. Rebels are riding a 3-game winning streak coming into this game tonight. LaSala takes down and out. There for a while, Front Royal went on a big run to try to pop in as the number 3 team. They were beating some good teams, and then they have fallen off again, and now Newmarket trying to peak at the right time. Even though they're not at 500 right now, they are in a playoff spot. That pitch misses, 3-1. We saw the Rebels a few years ago. They were very, very bad the first half of the season. The second half of the season, they started winning game after game, went on and won the championship. They just started playing well at the right time. 3-1, swing and a miss, 3-2. It is more difficult this year to get into the playoffs with just 3 teams instead of 4. But you never know if you just get in. Full count, runner will be on the move here. LaSala trying to get on for the Express. And that's just high, ball 4, similar to the pitch earlier that was called a strike, but it's ball 4 and 2 walks in the inning.
Second baseman, number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
Brings up A.J. Bianchina, the Strasburg second baseman. '94th Major League Baseball All-Star Game, seconds from beginning. Corbin Burns out of Baltimore on the mound for the AL. Paul Skeens, who was drafted just last year, gets the start for the National League for the Pirates. Pitch misses to Bianchina, 1-0. Strasburg looking for the rally here. 1-0. And that's sprayed foul, 1-1.
Please return the foul balls to the train station.
On ones, down and in, 2-1. Got some guys starting to stretch down in the Rebel bullpen. Looks like Caden Erder out of Penn State Harrisburg is stretching the arms a little bit. May see him in the 5th or 6th inning. See if Wright can get through here. 2-1. Runners with big leads on the bases. And a liner into center. That's going to be down for a base hit, and it'll get Strasburg a run closer. On his way to third and running into an out, and he is not going to score. Wow. Awful base running for the Express. Getting thrown out at third is LaSala. The run does not score, and it's still 8-3. Strasburg beating themselves here tonight in First Bank Park. We'll go to the 5th. Back to Strasburg, we go to the top of the 5th. Chase Albus is the batter. He's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. 2 for 2, a single and a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Preston Rogers deals. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout to start the 5th. Strasburg running into an out in the bottom of the 4th inning that would have given them a run. Instead,
Batter number 16.
Anthony LaSala was sent to third and thrown out there by a mile, and that didn't allow Applegate to score. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike to Connor Riley, 0-1. Well, we're in an odd inning here for the Rebels. What are they going to do? They're 0 for 6 in odd innings so far tonight. 0-1. And it's 0-2. 0-2 to the catcher. Breaking ball hit in the air to right center field. Backing is Duff. He's got a beat on it. Makes the catch. 2 outs. 2 outs now for Jonathan Mallow, the second baseman. Struck out looking his last time.
Second baseman number 2, Jonathan Mallow.
Mallow takes a strike. Final line for Jim Ligo, who's on the hook here for the Express. 3 2/3, 9 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Preston Rogers looking in, shakes off one, finds one he likes. And that's in there, 0-2. (0-2) with 2 outs, top of the 5th. Rebels lead the Express 8-3. Strike 3 called, and the Rebels are now 0 for 9 in odd innings in this ball game, yet they have scored 8 runs. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Strasburg trying to get some type of momentum going. We'll be back after this.
Connor Chisholm.
Connor Chisholm will bat for the Express as we start the bottom of the 5th. They've got some work to do and getting through half of this game here and need to get it going. Chisholm, Carlo, and Schmidt, 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. Connor uncharacteristically 0 for 2 so far, just a couple of ground outs. That's up high, 1-0. Rebels will be watching Garrett Wright closely here, I would think. He ran into trouble last inning. He was very fortunate to not allow any runs. That's up and in, 2-0. Peeks into the dugout after releasing the ball. Breaking ball low, 3-0. Chisholm taking all the way here, looking for the leadoff walk. And ball 4. So leadoff walk. Something I would consider dreaded.
Number 19, Randy Carlo, the 4th.
And Randy Carlo, the 4th, will bat. Four walks now, including also, in addition to that, a hit by pitch for Garrett Wright. Just 2 strikeouts. Carlo looking to lift one in the air. Try to make this much closer. That's high, ball one. Still don't see anybody getting hot in the Rebel bullpen, but that may be coming soon. 1-0. That's in the dirt, 2-0. And now they're sending Caden Erder back to the bullpen. So he's sprinting. He just dropped something on the warning track. He'll pick it up and now walk to the bullpen. 2-0 to Carlo. Swing and a healthy hack. Foul tip into the glove, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball. Might have been a changeup. Had Carlo way out in front. 2-2. And that's in the dirt to the backstop. Chisholm moves to second on the wild pitch. So the count is full. Big pitch right here. 3-2. Right, looking to get Carlo out for the first out here in the inning. And he struck out on ball 4. And that's the first out here in the 5th.
Center fielder number 3, Carter Schmidt.
So Carlo unable to lay off of a ball out of the zone. It's a big first out for Wright and the Rebels. Carter Schmidt 0 for 2. That's high, ball 1. Runner goes, the pitch is high, throw to third, and he is out. So an out now, 2-0 to Schmidt, fouls it back 2-1.
Tell those guys thanks at the bottom of the steps. Huh? Tell the guys at the bottom of the steps thanks they generated.
2-1, 3-1. So Strasburg just, again, they continue to run into outs and beat themselves tonight. It's very odd. Really, the bases should be loaded here in just a moment. Instead, they're not. Here's a base hit for Schmidt. That would have scored a run. Instead, it's a 2-out single, and it brings up Logan Duff.
Right fielder number 6, Logan Duff.
Just the little things. You can't afford them. 5 hits now for Strasburg. Schmidt's now 1 for 3 on the night. Hit the ball well there. And 2 runs given away so far for the Express on the offensive side, and then on defense, they've given away plenty. Not catching fly balls and making errors. Duff takes low, ball 1. When you're in the race and in the hunt and in the driver's seat to win the division, not things you want to be doing. 1-0. Duff takes low again, 2-0. And they are, quite frankly, they're allowing Wright to be quite wild, and he's getting away with it. Unscathed for the most part tonight. He's gotten outs when he needed them. He's got 4 walks and a hit by pitch, swing and a foul back, 2-1. Cardinals cannons have been suspended due to rain. So the Cannons continue to get backed up on the schedule with all these rainouts that are affecting them. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Winchester leads Woodstock 1-0 in the bottom of the second. It's becoming a must-win situation for the River Bandits as they are 2.5 games behind the Rebels. If the Rebels win tonight and the River Bandits lose, they're really going to be up against it. Same with the Cardinals, but their game was suspended. 2-2. That's outside, 3-2, and the runner will be on the move here on the pitch. Three-two to Duff. Runner goes. Pitch is fouled back. Three-two coming up with Reisdorf, the catcher, on deck. That's high, ball 4, and again we see how Strasburg has not taken advantage. A couple of outs here in this inning.
No handcuffs in there.
So now first and second, a pitching change for the Rebels. We'll tell you about the new arm right after this. Pitching change for Newmarket. It's Caden Erder. He will take over here with the Express threatening first and second and 2 outs. Erder, 5'10" righty from Penn State Harrisburg out of Aldie, Virginia. Garrett Wright falls an out short of recording the win, or at least being eligible to record the win. The count's 0-2. Herder, 8 1/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, and a 1.08 ERA. So the Rebels are throwing their best arm out here tonight against the Express. 0-2 to Reisdorf. Breaking ball misses. Reisdorf hit a home run very early in the season, probably the second game of the year here. Be a good time for number 2 to make it a 2-run game. 1-2. That's in the dirt to the backstop, and the runners will move up to second and third. Base hit would be pretty nice too here for Reisdorf. In this inning, started with a leadoff walk. One of those rare times where a leadoff walk doesn't score, but it took a lot of effort to not score that run, I would say. A walk, a strikeout, a caught stealing at third, then a single and a walk. So it's 2-2 to Reisdorf. Single could make this a 3-run game here in the bottom of the 5th. Rebels looking to keep it at a 5-run lead. 2-2, Herder sets and deals. Fastball just missing. Umpire might have flinched a little bit. Counts full. Carson Applegate is on deck for the Express. 3-2. And that just misses, and the bases are loaded. Some close takes there from Reisdorf.
Applegate.
So Applegate double and an RBI with a run scored in the second, walk in the fourth. Applegate would have scored in the fourth, but an out was recorded at third before he could touch the plate. Applegate takes a strike, 0-1. Big spot here, bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, Rebels 8, Strasburg 3. Bases full. Herder looking to get the punch out or get an out. That's outside, 1-1. One swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. And the half inning comes to a close. We go to the 6th. It's 8-3. Back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Leadoff man Kevin Hager, 1-1 the count. The pitch, that's in the dirt. New third baseman for the Express. Randy Carlo III moves to third from Randy Carlo, excuse me, the numbers. Randy Carlo IV moves from first to third. And MJ Phillips checks into the game at first. There we go, 2-1. Popped up foul. And it's 2-2. Two and two. Preston Rogers looks in. The pitch. And that's hit in the air to right. Duff is there, maybe. Makes the catch.
Center fielder, number 36, Zach Walsh.
Pitch to Walsh, misses 1-0. Zach Walsh, the leadoff man, he's 0 for 3. A strikeout, a double play, and he reached on an error. That's lined in the left. That is a base hit, and it bounces over Chisholm, and into second with a double is Zach Walsh. So first base runner for the Rebels since the 4th.
First baseman, number 6, Cal Musser.
Here's Musser. Throw back to second, and he's safe. Nearly a disaster that almost paid off for the Express. Down and in, 1-0. One out to Musser. Throw back to second, and he misses the tag. Would have had him out. Bianchina had the ball, but he tried to lunge and make the tag, and he couldn't do so. Nothing really panning out tonight for the Express. 1-0. That's right down the middle. Musser taking all the way for some reason. One. Breaking ball, strike called, 1-2. One, two is high. Final line for Newmarket starter Garrett Wright, 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs. All 3 were earned. He walked 5, hit a batter, and struck out 3. And got some confusion here. Almost looked like a balk from Rogers. He was set and he was starting to move his glove around. He delivers here, and it's a ground ball up the middle, fielded at second by Bianchina. Throw to first is low in the dirt, but picked out by Phillips. Again, nothing is coming easy tonight for the Express, but there's 2 outs. Moving to third is Walsh.
Third baseman, number 25, Blaine Waltemeyer.
Blaine Waltemeyer will bat. 0 for 3 so far tonight. Ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out. Rogers trying to keep it right here and give Strasburg a chance. He fires in a strike, 0-1. Woodstock now leading Winchester 3-1, top of the third. A 1. Grounded foul. It's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Fastball misses off the plate. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Held on to by Reisdorf, and that's out number 3. So the Rebels are finally held scoreless in an even inning. They've gone scoreless the last 2 innings. Strasburg's still in this thing, but they've got a lot of work to do. They're down 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Off to the bottom of the 6th inning. Strasburg trailing Newmarket 8-3. It'll be Gio Mendoza, Anthony LaSala, and AJ Bianchina due up. As Caden Erder still in the mound for the Rebels, 0-1. That's a breaker in there, 0-2. Again, we're seeing Newmarket's probably their best bullpen arm tonight, so they are not screwing around. They want to win this game tonight before they play again tomorrow night, weather permitting. 0-2, swing and a miss. 1 out here in the 6th.
Shortstop, number 45, Anthony LaSala.
Here's LaSala. Make sure you're with us in the 7th. We'll go over some baseball history on this day, July 16th in baseball history. One final tonight. Culpeper beat Harrisonburg 3-2. It's a strike, 0-1. And Harrisonburg is leading 1-0, top of the 1st. In game 2. 0-1 is popped up. Center fielder doesn't see it, still doesn't see it. Right fielder does, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Strasburg offense not showing much to start this 6th inning. Top of the lineup, it's Bianchina. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. And 0-2. Fouled back. Oh, 2. And that's line to short. Stopped on a dive by Hager. Throw to first is in the dirt. Gets away. And reaching first on a base hit is Bianchina. He's 2 for 4 now.
Left fielder number 48, Connor Chisholm. I found the original, but his Carolina Tales California, but I can't find the remake. But I've got it somewhere.
So here's Connor Chisholm batting with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. It's ugly enough as that pitch misses 1-0 that Strasburg's losing if you're a Strasburg fan, but they've committed 5 errors to 0 for the Newmarket Rebels. But 5, yeah, those are just ones we can document on defense. Then you count everything else, and they're around a dozen, Baker's dozen or so. Speaking of dozens of donuts, there's something flying through the air. 2-0 now. Might have been a vampire. You don't ever know anymore. Two balls and no strikes to Chisholm. See if he can split the gap here and get Strasburg within 4. And he takes a strike. 2-1. Wind picking up a little bit again. He would like to return the favor to the Rebels here after he dealt with the wind early on in left field. 2-1. And a liner over the second baseman's head. It's a base hit. They are going to hold the runner. Smart thing to do here. And first and second with 2 outs. Hit number 7 for Strasburg.
Third baseman, number 19, Randy Carlo, the 4th.
All right, Randy Carlo, the 4th, and now he's third base. Third baseman will bat. See if he can cut down on a swing a little bit and get Strasburg a couple runs closer here. So for 2 tonight. Again, one big swing here can make it very interesting. But cutting down on a swing would be good. Ooh, like a frisbee falls in for a strike. I don't know what that pitch is, 0-1. Looked like a knuckleball. He's smiling on the rubber. See if he throws it again or goes with the heater. 0-1. That's up high, 1-1. Tried to go with it again. It's like a screwball or a knuckleball or something of that sort. Looks like too much velocity to be a knuckleball. So it could be a screwball. Fastball, blew it by him, 1-2. Rebels a strike away from getting out of the jam. Express have not scored since the second. That's high, 2-2. Two liner up the middle. It's off the shortstop's glove into center field. 1 run will score. Back pick, throw to second. Nearly thrown out at second on the back pick, but an RBI single for Carlo makes it a 4-run game. So 2-out magic here for Strasburg. Bianchina scores all the way from second. Chisholm moves to second. And Charlie Shepard's on his way to the mound. He's coming to get Caden Erder. Rebels go back to the bullpen. Strasburg within 4 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Two outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. A new pitcher for the Rebels. It'll be Michael Burnley. Burnley, 6-foot righty out of Shepherd College from Sicklerville, New Jersey. He'll face Carter Schmidt, the right-hander here. Strasburg within 4, men on first and second and 2 outs. Schmidt singled his last time up. Burnley was a little bit wild in warm-ups. The pitch. That's low, ball 1. So Caden Erder leaves after going an inning plus. Runners on base are his responsibility. Burnley's numbers, 9 2/3, 16 strikeouts, and a 4.65 ERA. So he's a strikeout guy, and this is a strikeout spot against a guy that's hard to strike out. 1-0. That's in there, 1-1. One 1 to Schmidt, and that's popped up in the infield. You never know, but this should be a routine play, and it's caught. Now Strasburg gets a run closer, but not as much as they would have liked. We go to the 7th. It's 8-4. Off to the 7th inning we go. Newmarket Rebels leading the Strasburg Express 8-4. Preston Rogers to the mound for another inning. He'll face Jake Henry Williams, Luke Holland, and Chase Albus here for Newmarket. First pitch from Rogers is swung on and missed. All right, we'll get to some history here in this 7th inning. Obviously the All-Star weekend, or All-Star break going on right now in the MLB, but it's not always been the case in history, so there's stuff that has gone on this day. 0-1 to Henry Williams. That's in the dirt, 1-1. We'll start today in 1916. In Chicago, the Cubs and Brooklyn play a 16-inning 7-7 tie called on account of darkness. Cubs' George Cutshaw swipes home to knot the score at the time. That is a ball, 2-1. 2-1. And that's hit high in the air to center. Backing Schmidt up. He can't get there. And it's a ground rule double. Leadoff double for Henry Williams. His first hit of the game.
Left fielder, number 12, Luke Holland.
Here's Luke Holland. He's 2 for 3. A couple of doubles. Today in 1936, the Reds call off their game with the Dodgers because of intense heat. Two-1, showing bunt, and it hits him in the box, and it's a foul ball. Today in 1941, Joe DiMaggio singles off of Al Milnar in the first inning to extend his hitting streak to 56 games. 3 hits in the game as the Yankees beat the Indians 10-3. DiMaggio's streak would be snapped the next day. One. Fouled back. Today in 1944, the Dodgers score 8 unearned runs against the Braves to defeat the Atlanta Braves 8-5 and break their 16-game losing streak. Then they go on and lose another 5 in a row after that. Oh-2. Rogers deals. And that is strike 3 called. And Holland has struck out for the second consecutive at-bat. 1 out here in the 7th for the Rebels.
Right fielder, number 15, Chase Albus.
Here's Chase Albus. Single and a double. 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. Facing the right-hander, Rogers. The pitch. And that's a strike. Today in 1944, pitcher Porter Moss of the Memphis Red Sox is hit by a stray bullet when a fight breaks out on a train in which he is traveling. He's taken to a doctor who refuses to treat him. He dies a short time later. That misses, 1-0. One the count. 1 out here, top of the 7th. Rogers trying to get a couple more outs here and send this thing on. That's high, 2-1. Grounded into the Rebel dugout. Somehow didn't hit anybody. 2-2. Two the count. The Rebel right fielder. Albus strikes out swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 7th for Rogers.
The Catcher, number 16, Connor Rowley.
Today in 1985, in the All-Star Game, the National League defeats the AL 6-1 at Minnesota's Metrodome. And that's a ground ball left side. Carlo comes up with it. He sets, he throws to first. It gets away, and a run scores. And it's 9-4. 6 errors now for the Express.
Second baseman, number 2, Jonathan Mallow.
Here's Jonathan Mallow. Fouled back, 0-1. Oh, 1. Ground ball right side. Phillips stays down and will take it himself. Unearned run allowed by the Express defense. They have been disastrous, to say the least. 6 errors tonight, and they trail 9-4. It's time to stretch here in Strasburg. Nine to 4 Rebels. We go to the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Rebels, new right fielder for the Rebels will be Gaten Grandelli. He'll come into the game for Chase Albus. And Michael Burnley is still on the mound for the Rebels as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. Strasburg running out of outs here. They'll send up Duff, Reisdorf, and Applegate. Not Applegate. He's out of the game. It'll be Duff, Reisdorf, and Phillips. Count as 0-1. Get to some more history. Today in 1993, Giants outfielder Darren Lewis sets a Major League record by playing his 267th consecutive game without an error, as we have all these errors tonight. Strasburg trying to get the rally going. Duff swinging a miss, 0-2. Today in 97 in Oakland, Mark McGuire hits his 33rd and 34th homers to lead the A's to an 11-3 win over the Royals. Jose Canseco strikes out in all 5 at-bats, tying an Oakland record. Combined with his 3 strikeouts on Monday, he ties a Major League record with 8 whiffs and 2 2 consecutive games. 0-2. Breaking ball misses. Today in 1998, Randy Johnson tosses a one-hitter as he leads Seattle to a 3-0 win over Minnesota. Strikes out 11 and gives up only a single to third baseman Brent Gates. One, two. That's in the dirt. Today in 2001, Fred McGriff invokes his no-trade clause, blocking a deal that would have sent him to the first-place Cubs from the last-place Devil Rays. Two is high, and it's 3-2 now to the leadoff man, Logan Duff. Three-two, and a pop-up in the center, and it's down for a base hit. Stayed up there for a long, long time. Holland tried to reach down at the last second, but he couldn't, and a hit for Duff, and the Express had the leadoff man on.
The catcher, number 20, Chance Reisdorf.
Here's Chance Reisdorf, the catcher. Today in 2012, the Twins set a target field record for runs scored in defeating Baltimore 19-7. Reisdorf 1 for 2 today. Walked his last time on a couple of very close pitches. Fouled away 0-1. Today in 2018, hitting off his father in front of the hometown fans, Bryce Harper wins the home run derby by defeating Kyle Schwarber in the final round in Washington, D.C. They are now teammates. 0-1. That's high, 1-1. Today in 2019, 4 Indians pitchers combine on a one-hitter. Tyler Clippard allows the sole hit by Nick Castellanos. One. That falls into the strike zone. Both of these, Herder and now Burnley, throwing some type of nasty breaking ball. It's 1-2. And that's fouled back. He goes with the slow stuff and then throws the gas. Today in 21, the Padres set a team record for most runs in a game as they demolished the Nationals 24-8. Jake Cronenworth hits the 3rd cycle in team history. Will Myers hits a grand slam, and Tommy Pham goes 4 for 6 with 5 runs scored. It's also the most runs ever surrendered by the Nationals. Those are our history notes on this day, July 16th, in baseball history. So Duff at first, Reisdorf the batter. Strasburg trailing 9-4 here, bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody out. That's outside, 2-2. And that's fouled back. Still 2-2. Burnley looking for the out here. And that is high and away, and the count's full. Payoff pitch coming. Phillips on deck. Swing and a miss. One out in the 7th. So MJ Phillips will bat here.
First baseman, number 16, Matt Phillips.
MJ Phillips out of Towson. Two-way player, takes outside, ball 1. Batting .266 on the season, just 15 at-bats, does have an RBI. One 0. And a strike at the knees, 1-1. Express looking for some type of energy here on offense. Strike called, 1-2. And that misses, 2-2. Phillips pops it up. Waldemeyer makes the catch, 2 outs. And here comes Mendoza.
The DH, number 11, Gio Mendoza.
Strike 1. One and 1. And 1-2. Outside 2-2. Fouled back. And a ground ball to short. Routine. No, it's not. It's thrown away. Hager throws it past the first baseman. The inning will continue for the Express. Should have been routine. It'll be an E6 on Kevin Hager. Duff moves to third. And it brings up La Sala.
Shortstop, number 45, Anthony La Sala.
First error of the night for the Newmarket Rebels. LaSala tonight's 0 for 2. Walked in the 4th. And that's called a ball, 1-0. And 2-0. Strasburg, they've left plenty of men on base tonight. They've had opportunities, and a lot of it has come with 2 outs. Or at least extending it with 2 outs. 2-0 from Burnley. Strike called, 2-1. And a ground ball fair down the third base. Called foul, excuse me. That would have been huge. Instead, it's called foul. Looked fair from here. We'll check the replay. So now 2-2. High 3-2. Mendoza will be moving from first. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Seen it so much tonight. Guys on and guys left out there. Rebels leading at 9-4. Kevin Hager bats here as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Rebels leading at 9-4. Hager is in a 1-1 count. Preston Rogers back to the mound again. He has thrown well so far. 3 1/3 so far. 1-1's low. 2-1. 3 1/3 in relief for the Express. He's allowed no earned runs. 2-1. Breaking ball in there, 2-2 to Hager. Kevin tonight is 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Rogers looking for 7th strikeout in relief, and he won't get it. It's a base hit to right. Just the 3rd hit he's allowed so far. So Hager's now 3 for 4.
Center fielder number 36, Zach Walsh.
And that is hit in the air to right, backing the right fielder Duff up. And it's off the wall. Duff fields it, now he drops it. Runner's being sent. One will score, other runner goes to 3rd. It's a double and an E9. It'll be the 7th error for Strasburg. So this one has gotten away from the Express here.
First baseman number 6, Kyle Musser.
Walsh with his 2nd double of the game. No RBI. Now Musser takes a strike. Oh, 1. Swing and a foul tip. 0-2. 0-2. Ground ball left side. LaSala stops it in the hole. It'll be an infield single. RBI infield single. Another run scores. It's 11-4.
Third baseman number 25, Blaine.
So Musser is now 2 for 5. Here's Waldemeyer. He's 0 for 4, trying to get off the schneid. Another even number inning, I should say, for the Rebels. Time is called. Phil Betterly out to talk to Rogers. We'll take a quick break. All right, meeting at the mound is over. Batters Blaine Waldemeyer. And these two teams will rematch tomorrow night, weather permitting. 7:30 start from Rebel Park. It appears the Rebels will look to try to sweep this 2-game set. Still some game to go here, but in command, Strasburg just can't get out of their own way. Looking for the double play ball here. Foul tip into the glove, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One, two. And that's fouled away. 1-2. Throw to first, ball gets away, and something else could go wrong. It's going to roll all the way down the warning track. It'll be another error, 8th error for Strasburg. 8 errors. There'll be an error on Rogers, the pitcher. Just disgusting tonight. So Musser now at third. 1-2 to Waldemeyer, excuse me, at second. And he hits one to the left side, and it's bobbled. And now they're going to get it out at second. So they do, oh, it looked like he stepped back in there just in time, but they do get an out. So it'll likely be an error and a fielder's choice.
The DH number 17, Jake Henry Williams.
So Rogers is done as the Express get the first out of the inning. We'll be back after this. All right, back to Strasburg here. New pitcher for the Express, new arrival, is Grant Adams. 6'2" righty from the University of West Florida, from Griffin, Georgia. First pitch, just inside, ball one. First appearance for Adams. Facing Jake Henry Williams here. Rebels with a man on and one out. Looking for the double play ball. That's ball two. And strike one. score update from Woodstock. The River Bandits lead, I believe. Nope, it's now tied 3-3. Pitch misses 3-1. 3-3 bottom 5 in Woodstock. That game started an hour after ours. Playing the Winchester Royals, who they have been playing well. Winchester, that is. 3-1 and ball 4.
Left fielder number 12, Luke Holland.
Here's Luke Holland. He's doubled twice and struck out twice. And that is hit high. It is deep. And it is called. Somehow it stays in. Here's the throw to third, and it nearly gets away. Wind had a factor on that one. Tagging to third is Waldemeyer. And here's Gaten Grandelli, who came into the field earlier. So Gaten Grandelli bats for Chase Albus. So Albus pulled down after going 2 for 4 tonight. Pitch is high.
Grandelli.
Adams looking to get one more out here. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw to second is in time. And that'll do it in the top of the 8th. Caught stealing 2-4, but the Rebels score 2 more, and they lead it 11-4 as we go to the bottom of the 8th on the Express Baseball Network. AJB and Keena leads off as we start the bottom of the 8th. He swings and misses. It's 0-1. All Newmarket tonight in the game where Strasburg has committed 8 errors. 0-1. New pitcher is Luke Roggenberg. Pitch is popped up, and the catch is made. 1 out here in the 8th.
Left fielder number 48, Connor Chisholm.
So a rare pop out to the pitcher. Here's Connor Chisholm. He's 1 for 3. Excuse me, 1 for 2. That's high. Again, game is at Newmarket tomorrow, a 7 o'clock start. Excuse me, a 7:30 start. Thursday, the Express will go to Woodstock to take on the River Bandits. And Friday, we'll be back here for the Winchester Royals before the Express travel to Winchester and take on the Royals on Saturday. 1-1. That's low. So away tomorrow, away Thursday, back here Friday, and away Saturday. Then we'll be back here Sunday at 6 and Tuesday, excuse me, at 7. 2-2. Lots likely going to happen with the standings before we get to the end of things here. See if Strasburg is able to hold on to the first place seeding that they've held for a very long time now. 3-2. And fouling it off is Chisholm. Okay. 3-2 again. Ball 4. So maybe the Express rally begins.
Now batting number 19, Randy Carlo, the fourth.
Here's Carlo, the 4th. 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI tonight. That's fouled away. And it's 0-2. And struck him out. Express have struck out a lot tonight. 2 outs.
Center fielder number 3, Carter Schmidt.
Feels like a lot. It's not really, actually. 8 times. I've had some games this year where they've struck out 14, 15. So the errors is what's making up for it tonight. With men on, yeah. 2 out for Schmidt. He's 1 for 4. Foul ball. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And 2-2. Hit into left, and it is caught. We go to the 9th. We'll have a little stadium audio only as we begin the top of the 9th when we return on the Express Baseball Network. All right, back to Strasburg we go. Connor Chisholm is the new pitcher. He moves from the outfield to the mound, so Strasburg pitching a position player. Gaten Grandelli will be the batter. Eddie Castillo moves to left, and the Express have killed their DH. Grandelli steps in.
The catcher, number 16, Connor Rowley. Second baseman, number 2, Jonathan Mallow.
Connor Chisholm comes in and throws a 1-2-3 inning as a position player. A ground out by Grandelli, a pop out by Riley, and a hard line out by Jonathan Mallow, caught by the first baseman. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Express coming up, trailing 11-4 on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the bottom of the ninth here on the Express Baseball Network. The Strasburg Express trail the Newmarket Rebels 11-4, and Strasburg in danger of seeing their division lead dwindle even further. First pitch to Logan Duff misses, ball one. Fouled back, 1-1. Well, if things hold the way that they appear they will, the winner of this game is going to be Caden Herder for the Rebels. 1-1 to Duff. That's in there, 1-2. And Duff takes just somewhere. I think the umpire was fooled by the movement on that. That was nasty. Two from Rogenberg. Fastball popped up, giving it a look. First base side, and the wind will not allow it to stay in. Blows it toward the Little League field. Still 2-2. 2-2. And that's in the dirt, 3-2. Well, we've seen leadoff walks result in a lot of runs. We'll see what happens here. 3-2. And ball 4, it's a leadoff walk. So Duff is on for the 4th time tonight. Here's Chance Reisdorf. We saw the Express battle back a little bit against Purcellville the other night, but didn't really amount to enough. That misses. And a ground ball left side. That's through for a base hit. Okay, here we go. First and second, nobody out. That's a hit for Reisdorf, his second of the game. And it brings up M.J. Phillips.
Number 16, M.J. Phillips.
Time is called. We'll take it as well. All right, M.J. Phillips steps in here, first and second. Nobody out. Count is 0-1. Phillips has popped out and struck out. That's low. 1-1. Strasburg just needs 3 or 4 bases loaded walks and a grand slam, and we'll see what happens. 1-1. That's down the middle, 1-2. Strasburg will maintain a lead in the North Division because Purcellville did not finish their game officially. It was suspended, swing and a miss. Phillips is down on strikes, 1 out. Here's Eddie Castillo batting.
Number 9, Eddie Castillo.
So Strasburg with a loss tonight would still be a game up on the Cannons. They'll be tied in the loss column at 13, but Strasburg will still have 2 more victories than the Cannons. The pitch. So it could very well come down to that game on Sunday to determine who wins it. But both teams have to be winning games. 1-0 to Castillo. That's a strike, 1-1. Again, Strasburg at Newmarket tomorrow night. Purcellville, I think they're playing Woodstock, 1-1. No, they're playing them. No, yeah, Woodstock, I think. Counts 2-1. It's only so many options you can pick from when you're playing in the same division. 2-1 to Castillo, hitters count. That is, oof, inside corner. Hasn't been called much, but it's called there, 2-2. Strasburg only getting out hit so far tonight, 14-10, but other areas have cost them, including the strikeout as Castillo goes down swinging. 2 outs here in the 9th. And the final hope is Anthony LaSala for the Express.
Number 45, Anthony LaSala.
The pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 1. The only way this game would make sense to finish is a caught stealing. Or picked off, or batter interference at the plate. Or getting 2 strikes and having the pitch clock violation. And 2-0 as La Sala takes it for a ball.
We got to 10 errors with flashing light at the end of the year.
Never seen that one before. I never have. 2-0. And it's 3-0.
Actually, experimented to see what happens. I'll do it after.
3-0. And that is in there. 3-1, and La Sala fouls it away, and the Express are down to their final strike here tonight. And how fitting, we're a minute away from the 3-hour mark here, which has become a normal thing. 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Strasburg down 11-4. And a nubber back to the mound. And this ball game will end at exactly 11:04, 3 hours in. To 10:04, exactly 3 hours into the ball game. Final score tonight from Strasburg: the Newmarket Rebels come on the road and win a big one as they beat the Express tonight 11-4. And with the loss, Strasburg falls down to 21-12 on the year. Their advantage in the north is down to a single game. Meanwhile, Newmarket is up to 17-17. And they extend their lead as the number 3 seed in the Northern Division. Again, final score tonight, Strasburg falls to Newmarket 11-4. And here's this ugly line score to wrap things up. Newmarket 11 runs on 14 hits and 1 error. And Strasburg 4 runs on 10 hits and 8 errors. Such an ugly line score. The scoreboard's already been cleared off all the way. Caden Erder gets the win. Jim Ligo takes the loss for the Express. Erder an inning plus in relief. And looking at the final numbers for the Rebels, Walsh was 2 for 5 with an RBI. Musser 2 for 5 an RBI. Henry Williams 1 for 3. Holland 2 for 5 with an RBI. Hager 3 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Chase Albus 2 for 4 with an RBI. For Strasburg, Bianchina 2 for 5. Reisdorf 2 for 4. And Carlo 1 for 4 with an RBI. Applegate 1 for 2 and Mendoza 1 for 4. Strasburg falls tonight as we wind down the end of the 2024 regular season. Every game means a whole lot. And these two teams will battle it out tomorrow night at 7:30 from Rebel Park in Newmarket. As the Express will look to bounce back, and Newmarket will look to get a game above 500. They'll be 17-17 heading into tomorrow night's game. We want to thank you for joining us here tonight from Strasburg. The Express at Newmarket tomorrow, at Woodstock Thursday, and we'll be back here on Friday night against Winchester as the Express will host the Winchester Royals. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.